We received some pretty amazing news today. This coming year, you could win $1 million. Yes, $1 million in Clash of Clans. And we're going to discuss that and what we know in today's video. What is going on, guys? Judo, Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video, where we're discussing the recently announced Clash of Clans World Championships with a prize pool of $1 million. We're going to discuss everything we know and show you some brilliant 3-star attacks using the DragBat technique. This is the new meta right now. The bat spell, you guys know, it's pretty OP. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for all of my Clash of Clans videos. Let's quickly introduce this attack, then we will discuss the Clash of Clans World Championships. Now, the bat spell, they target defenses, so you can use a stack of them alongside a rage, depending on what defenses you're taking out. If it's a multi-infernal or wizard tower, you may need to use a freeze spell, but you can see in this Town Hall 12 attack, this works Town Hall 10, 11 and 12, by the way. We've taken out the Eagle Artillery and air defense, but more importantly, the whole bottom area of the base, and it creates a beautiful funnel for the dragons. You will see a couple of examples here from Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 11, but $1 million. What is this all about? It's pretty exciting. So Clash of Clans today announced very briefly that there will be a World Championship in 2019. Now, they didn't give us much information, so I am going to speculate a little bit here, but we all know that last year the Clan War Leagues were introduced. Now, it's got to have something to do with that, really. The Clash of Clans Clan War Leagues, they hyped it up. They showed us the clans in that of Dark Looters, One Hive, and, you know, they were highlighting clans, showing this competitive scene with ESL, and that is who is basically going to be organising the Clash of Clans World Championship. So I guess that kind of makes sense. We can assume that it will be the top clans within the CWL. So it will be coming in 2019. It's being branded as the Clash of Clans World Championship, and the prize pool is $1 million. $1 million in Clash of Clans. We always talked about Clash of Clans potentially an esport. People, you know, said, will it ever make it as an esport? But one thing that esports have is money. And $1 million is a pretty good prize pool if you ask me. Now, the only other information we know is that it is going to be organized, as I said, by ESL. They did create the different live stream week-long features that we've seen of the different clans, and they basically said stay tuned for more information. So drop any comments down below. What do you think this will be? My assumption, like we said, is that it will be tied in to the Clan War Leagues, but how exactly will that be about? How do you enter the World Championships? You know, they have different leagues within this. You know, will they pick from the leagues somehow, assumingly from the Champions League 1 within the Clan War Leagues? We'll just have to wait and see how exactly this goes down. But this is going to get some excitement. I'm excited. $1 million. Who cannot be excited on Clash of Clans? Yes, and it is the World Championships as well. So the best in the world are going to be competing, and this is going to be epic. Leave a like if you are excited, but let's show you the rest of the DragBat attacks. So we have Buns coming in again here for Red Elite. We're actually in a tight war here. The opponent is using this exact strategy against us, and ultimately, well, they've got a few engineered accounts, and they're kind of doing pretty well against us, shall we say. They have some higher level offense, and they're putting that to good use. Anyway, let's move on, guys. In this one, we've taken out the top area of the base, and basically we've used the Sui heroes. Now remember, just breaking your heroes in can get you so much more benefit, and we're going to show you exactly the different ways that you can use the bat spell. You've seen in the first attack there that you can use it initially as a method to take out a section of the base. In this attack, what you will see is that we're actually going to use it as a reinforcement. So we have the strategy coming forward. In this case, it's more of a lava loon than the DragBat. A lot of people use the dragons alongside it purely because it works well, but you can use the lava loon quite easily. And with the lava loon, you can basically use the bats to come in behind the lava hound and the balloons, and it can work very well, as you can see in this one. The next example, what you will see, is using the DragBat strategy, the bat spells, in order to basically, as the dragons are coming through, when they get to an area of the base where they may then be in trouble, boom, the bat spell comes in just beforehand, and it basically means that you can protect the bats a little bit as well, and they can kind of work hand in hand. You're using DPS that the defenses are shooting at the bats in order to protect your dragons. All that is the idea. Now with the lava loon attack, it basically just goes hand in hand with the regular lava loon. You basically just expand it with the bat spell. Now the technique we just talked about, in that of popping the bat spells in as the lava loon comes through, that's not to say that you couldn't do that. Let's show you though, Basha getting it done in this one using that exact technique. In fact, I think it might be the next attack where we show you that. Yes, it is. It's going to be the next one, but as you can see, popping that free spelling can be very advantageous, especially if you have some splash damage in the general area. The bats will take a lot of damage from that, but they can certainly take it down, and they will spread out as well. Look at the defenses that are down already. That is nuts. The entire southern part of the base is gone, and from this point the dragons can be controlled very easily. Now another thing that goes hand in hand with this strategy is the Stone Slammer, that brand new siege machine. It's kind of like a giant balloon, but what that can do is also provide fantastic pathing for your heroes. Maybe you want to use the Sui hero method, the Stone Slammer can provide that. Often what you will do with this technique, not what you're seeing here, you can often use the king on one side of the base, the queen on the other to create a funnel. Obviously the archer queen you would want to use on the side where you have a more benefit from shooting over the wall. So let's say there was an air defense at the opposite side of the wall, you would use the archer queen on that side so that she could take that. The queen's obviously, the king, sorry, is just going to take the trash on the outside. So yeah, that's an ideal situation. If there was more trash on one side, you'd use the king there. Likewise, if there was more defenses just on the other side of the wall, you'd use the queen there. You get the idea. That creates the funnel for the dragons to come through. You can often have already created the funnel with the bat spell, and you can either bring the Stone Slammer in with the dragons, or often you can sneak it in from the side. Perhaps there's a single target inferno or an air defense, something that is going to be troublesome for the dragons. That's where you want to use that Stone Slammer. Remember, it is going to target defenses as well, so you can very easily control it. Now I love this attack by Zet. Watch what he recognizes here. Right next to the town hall, there's 4 air defense. Now instead of splitting the bat spells and trying to target them separately, he just pops them all on the middle. Remember, they're going to target defenses, hence why, unlike the skeleton spell, they do not go for the queen. Now I know this base is a little bit more under leveled, shall we say, like I said, engineers, but look at the value that he gets. I mean, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. The air defense are all gone, but not to mention that all of the defenses are gone. Now the dragons can concentrate on the single target infernos. That's where they're going to have the most trouble. So again, that's where you want to target the Stone Slammer. So in it comes, trying to help out, but honestly at this point there is no way that he's not going to get the 3 stars here. Basically, he's taken out the air defense in that section of the base so wisely that the dragons are funneled beautifully through that top section of the base. Obviously, he has the Grand Warden there as well. The main brunt of his attack is air based, so clearly you want the Grand Warden on air, and the Queen and King again just try and help the dragons through the defences. You don't want the dragons getting caught on the outside of the base on trash buildings, so you want them targeting defences and moving swiftly through the base. That's where the King on one side and Queen on the other comes in very, very handy. So, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Again, let me know what you think of the Clash of Clans World Championships. I'm hyped, you should be hyped. Leave a comment down below and let me know, but that wraps it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out.